Hi everyone, I'm Valerie Goodwin. I'm a junior here at Eastern Michigan University, and today I'm going to be interviewing Demaia. Demaia graduated from Eastern, and would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Demaia Coleman. I graduated from Eastern in 2019. It's been a while. I graduated with my bachelor's in public relations and a minor in communications.
All right. So to start, I want to talk about getting a job after college. So were you able to find a job straight out of college, or did you decide to take a different route?
Yeah, so right after college, I did get a position. It was more so like a contract PR communications kind of position, but I stayed in that role for about a year before transitioning into the one that I'm in now.
All right. And so how were you able to find this job?
LinkedIn, networking, and honestly, just talking to other people in the field. It's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know. So, making those connections to industry professionals, talking to them, asking them questions, things like that kind of helps to open new doors and new opportunities.
All right. So now that you have had a job in the PR field for a couple of years, is there any advice that you have for recently graduated students who are looking for a job that you wish that you had known when you got out of college?
It would probably be to apply for things that even if you don't think that you're qualified for them, apply anyway. Very rarely does a candidate meet all of the criteria or requirements for a position. So just apply anyway. A lot of the things that you'll be doing on your position, some things you do need to know, but some things you are able to learn on the job. And a lot of agencies are willing to teach and help you. So you kind of get that mentorship too. So definitely just apply anyway.
All right. So now I want to talk a little more about specifically the job you have now and the career you have. So what is the title of your job and what does a typical day look like for you?
So I am a paid social strategist. So essentially what I'm responsible for is all of the paid social content that a host of our different clients put out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, different social networks. It's kind of hard to give a typical every day just because every day is so different. But honestly, my key responsibilities are crafting our social media plans, implementing the ads, optimizing them, and essentially just providing guidance for clients on how their ads are performing, what they should be doing, things they can change, different things like that.
All right. So you said you graduated with a degree in PR. How are you able to use these PR skills in your daily work at your job?
Honestly, I did not think that I would use it. Like I thought, okay, it's not going to be as, but I will say Eastern does a really good job at preparing PR students specifically for the things that they're going to have to do in their careers. Because I remember in the social media course at Eastern, I had to create social media plans. So that's the type of thing that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis now. The level is different, so it is at a higher level, obviously, but honestly, a lot of the things that you do in classes at Eastern, you're going to be responsible for in some way, shape, or form in a career in PR.
All right. Now, I know I asked about advice for recently graduate students, but I guess overall, in general, are there any words of wisdom or things that you wish you knew, even just as a student, that you would tell your younger self today?
Probably not to stop learning. Just because I know once you graduate, it's like an amazing feeling, and you're like, I'm done. I'm never going back to school. Like, I don't need this. But I actually did go back to school. So I'm in school right now for my master's. And it's honestly that's something that I would continue to tell my younger self is don't stop learning. You always can develop your skills, even if you're not interested in going back to school and making like a big commitment in that way. You can always get certifications. You can always watch different like industry leaders talk about the industry and the profession. Don't stop learning and gathering those skills because they're all useful in one way, shape, or form.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you, Demaya. If you guys are interested in connecting with her, her LinkedIn is going to be down in the description. And everyone have a wonderful weekend.
Doing an interview like this one, DM us your email address.